Hi again, it's Garrett here. Thank you so much for all the effort you've put in so far in our enhanced learning opportunity. With us today is one of the scientists that works at Zoos Victoria, Dr. Marissa Parrot. So what is your role and what do you do?
My name is Dr. Marissa Parrot and I'm the reproductive biologist at Zoos Victoria. This means I get to work across our 3 zoos, Melbourne Zoo, Healesville Sanctuary and Werribee Open Range Zoo, with our endangered species programs and other animals in breeding programs. I work out in the wild with the wild animals and reintroduced populations and really focus in on things like reproduction, behaviour and reintroduction success. Ever since I was little, I always wanted to work in zoos with breeding programs and help save endangered species. And there are 2 parts of my job that I love the best. One of them is working with the amazing staff and partners we have at Zoos Victoria, because everyone is so passionate about making a difference. The second favourite part is when I get to release animals back out to the wild where they belong. And I've been really lucky to reintroduce animals like eastern barred bandicoots, mountain pygmy possums, spotted tree frogs and helmeted honey eaters back out to the wild and see them go out and thrive. Every animal we release is monitored so we know how they're going and we can do the best thing possible for that population.
And how do you use STEM in your job?
I use STEM, or science, technology, engineering and maths, every single day in my job. I use science to look at things like animal behaviour and reproduction, as well as genetics and even cryopreservation, or preserving animal cells and genetics for the future. I use technology and engineering in things like infrared cameras, drones and helicopters in different projects. And I use maths to analyse our results so that we know that what we're doing is as scientific as possible and that we're getting the right kind of results we can use for the future. Animal enrichment is so important to keep the animals in our zoos happy and healthy. When they have things to do to keep their minds and their bodies active, they're less stressed, so they have better hormones, and they're happier, so they have better reproduction and interactions with other animals. We also use enrichment to increase the fitness and the movement and the activity of animals before we release them back out to the wild. And this is really important to make sure that they have the right movements, the right skills and the right muscles to do as well as possible once they are back out in the wild. One project that I'm really proud of was working with another amazing woman in STEM, my student Tyranny from the USA. She studied enrichment in Tasmanian devils and gave a large number of different enrichments, some to do with food and some not to do with food, to see which kind of behaviours they brought out from the devils, including climbing, digging, foraging or searching for food, pulling against things like bungees holding their food in place. And she made sure that all of these different behaviours came out in our devils so that they're happy, they're healthy, and they know what to do if one day they are released back out to the wild.